Hello everyone, how are you? We're already on to module 8 of the course and the finish line is in sight. Let's admit, this course has been a lot like a roller coaster for so many of us, and you've hung on tight, so take a bow. TLHE Foundations is not a mean feat. It is packed with rich content and valuable takeaways, so I wholeheartedly commend you for engaging in the thrills and allowing yourself to go beyond your comfort zone from time to time. This past week, you shared some incredible examples of what teaching means to you by using analogies and imagery that spoke poignantly. Thank you for your fabulous contributions to the teaching metaphor slide deck. Here are highlights from your remarkably thoughtful and creative narratives. You equated teaching to be a journey, one where you played the role of a guide, a roadmap, a shepherd, or a compass, and in providing guidance, direction, showing them around, and gently leading and nudging them to required pathways or destination of choice. This group reflects the paths we may pave and the structures we may offer. By way of hands-on or interactive approaches, we may be a sounding board, a bridge that connects, a scaffold that supports, a paper mache that can be molded. These frameworks offer required security, creativity, direction, and possibilities for learners to explore and ultimately reach their chosen goals. And yet, for some, it was about nurturing the learners in the warmth and care of health and growth by offering the right direction up the mountain so they may prevail at the peak, as noted. Or similarly, the right nutrition, support, care, and watching them grow, bloom, and even develop into their own one day. We are also artists who inspire our learners and provide them with light and knowledge when they seem lost or need the right skills. We mentor, train, and develop them with patience and care. These images resonate with so many of us in that we often become the roles we play while in class or outside, that of a juggler, a coach, or orchestra conductor. In all, making a safe and intentional space for collective knowledge we hold together. Someone who is in tune with the message, emotion, and needs of our audience. So this past week, you've had the opportunity to consider some EdTech models, and I'm excited to see some of your thoughts and opinions in the upcoming tech conversation assignment. It is this open sharing of unique ideas, questions, and perspectives that makes the class a richer learning environment. And you also submitted a draft of your teaching statement. I want to remind us all that by revisiting our core values and our teaching and learning philosophy, not only can we better align our practice, but see how it continues to evolve. For many of us, it's clear the passion led us here, and our teaching statement can help us reflect further on where it'll take us next, as a tour guide, an artist, a coach, a gardener, a compass, a librarian, or even a superhero. We also saw some very rich, profound, meaningful, and reflective exchanges in the process of acknowledging, uncovering, and working through our hidden curriculum, a process that I am sure we each need to consciously and intentionally work on, each course and one class at a time. I appreciate the mutual sharing of strategies and support shown in this exercise. It's invaluable peer learning. Coming up, in week 8, we start with a thorough understanding of learning outcomes and curriculum development. We introduce outcomes-based education as a first step in curriculum development. We will look at some frameworks for improving student achievement that help instructors clarify learning goals, devise assessments that reveal student understanding, and craft effective learning activities. The intentionality of backward design encourages the instructor to establish the purpose of doing something We will explore the movement from program level outcomes to course level outcomes to weekly outcomes and all of these essential steps towards instructional strategies and activities, which will be covered over the next few weeks. And as you take a dive into this week's rich content, you have the ongoing opportunity to engage in interactive knowledge check-ins using H5P and the chance to practice writing learning outcomes in a collaborative fashion with others. Your group tech conversations piece is also due in a few weeks. Students come to us with a goal or a destination, and we suggest a path to get there. Although we can alert them to hurdles they may encounter, we can't remove them all. Instead, we can help students to stay on course by accommodating the detours and stops they make along the way. It illustrates the complexity of teaching. There is no one way, often not even a very best way, to teach. Reflecting the warm demander approach, pushing students out of their comfort zone in a kind but forthright way can help them to achieve great things. To do so, we first need to convince students that we care. We're there for them. We're available and remain accessible. Communicating warmth, demanding effort, and respect are central to student achievement and engagement. And on that note, I'd like to let you know to reach out should you need to connect with me at any time, to talk through any aspect of the course, related assignments, or just have a conversation. In the meantime, stay well, and I'll see you in class.